Hello everybody, Mark here. Now, I'll probably only talk for, I don't know how long I'll talk for in this video, but I'll try and make it too long. Today is Sunday the 7th of June. Okay, for those that, I'll mention the date because I've just finished doing a live stream which wasn't titled until after I load it, but for those who are watching it, I got an hour and a quarter or an hour and a half into the live stream, and something has happened that has never happened before. It's some kind of new tactics that YouTube are using. The caption came up: "This live stream has been cancelled or terminated due to audio and video copyright issues," which was strange because there was no music on my live stream and there was no video, nothing to be copyrighted. So I was forced to, because the live stream was stopped, so I was forced to log out, and then the information comes up, totally contrary to the original copyright nonsense, saying that my live stream was stopped due to hate speech. Which I'm flabbergasted, honestly, but it is a real shame. One, on the free speech front. Two, that I don't think anything that I was saying was could be regarded as hate speech. I actually wrote a quick message back to them because I can appeal it for what good that'll do. I wrote that my live stream was, the topic was in regard to the American riots. It was in regard to a black criminal being arrested and dying at the hands of a white police officer. And I wrote, "This is not hate speech," in quotes. I wrote, "This is a fact, not hate speech. Is it a fact that a black man died at the hands of a white, and a white police officer involved? It is a fact that Americans are rioting. None of this is hate speech. None of this was made up. It's actually true. It's happening." And then I went on to go along to the second. There was many subjects in this live stream, but the second one, which I figured they may be talking about, was I wrote, my other topic was in regard to public flogging of criminals and rioters. And I wrote again underneath, "This is not hate speech. This is a discussion topic on law and order, not hate speech." So I can only imagine, although I'm explaining it that way to you now, I can only imagine that these are the two subjects, because of all the subjects that were spoken about in that hour and a half or so, these are the only subjects that I can think of that might be considered incendiary, with a heated topic, the rioting in America and how to deliver law and order back on the streets for criminal types. Now, if this is the case, I can only guess because of the limited information that they get. That they tell me it was because of audio and video. Copyright issues also. I'm using music or something that's not copyrighted or is copyrighted. So that's contrary to the second part of the information they gave me, that it's under hate speech. And if I do it again, this is a warning. They gave me a warning. If it happens again, they will suspend my channel for a couple of days, I think it says. If I do it again after that, it will be suspended for a week. If I do it again after that, it will be suspended for like 3 months and possibly taken off altogether. I can only imagine that some certain snowflake types have reported the channel, but in the past, they've done that. It's no big worry. They just report it. I asked them to view the video, the YouTube. They review it. Normally, there's no problem. On occasion, that it can't be monetized, which is no problem either. But now they're threatening to cancel the channel. It's and it's this kind of thing that pisses off YouTube creators. I mean, we are making billions for these people on YouTube, billions of pounds, billions of dollars, and this is how we're treated. It's just unbelievable. And then when they decide to cancel your live stream midstream, and then for no other explanation that you're using copyrighted music, and then they change their minds. Well, actually, what we meant was hate speech. That's what we meant. All the time. And then that's about as far as you get, and then you've got to guess what you've done wrong. I tell you, it makes people. I know it's pissed off a lot of people. I've watched other videos of people who have been treated the same way, and you look at them and you think, well, yeah. Well, the thing is, I mean, their videos are a lot more popular. Their channel is a lot more popular than mine. I've got 1,700 subs. I've been doing it for 3 years. And but no, they are fucking with everybody. It would seem, And I tell you, free speech is going down the crapper. You can't because before it was the one place that you could actually speak your mind. You can't speak your mind at work. You can't speak your mind in the street. You can't go you can't. Nobody in the media is speaking their mind. You can't get a decent level two-way conversation going anywhere. This was the last place. And it looks like now that they're stopping that, because on the one hand, I've got to tell you, the amount of shit that I've taken from YouTube now and in the past regarding my content, sometimes I figure that's why sometimes I need a couple of weeks off to figure, well, why am I actually doing this? The amount of money I'm making them, and it's like they don't seem to not even a thank you for the thousands of millions of dollars and pounds that we're making them. Not even it makes you wonder, why should I carry on? I mean, basically, I like doing the cookery stuff, but I also like doing the live stream. You've got two sides of the same coin. Right, you've got me doing my wholesome thing, and then you've got me speaking my mind, setting the world right. Honestly, I don't know. Thing is, if this carries on, there's probably little point in carrying on the channel, which I probably will do, but just the cookery bit. But even that's not exciting enough sometimes. Sometimes I need to do the live streams to basically talk about what's going on in the world. And there's that 8.5 minutes. I may, I'm not saying I'm going to cancel my channel. I'm just saying that it's unlikely that I'll be in a position to be able to do live streams for the near future. Mainly because they threatened me this time with cancelling my channel. First they'll cancel it for a couple of days, then a week, then for 3 months, and then all together. I don't know. The amount of effort that we put into doing these. I mean, but mate, admittedly, I put less effort into it, what with editing and whatnot, and special effects and lighting. There are people who put more effort into it than I do. I just don't know. And the thing is, if they don't tell you what the problem is, how is it that we're supposed to fix it, you dummies? If you start making up stories, I'm talking to YouTube now, if you start making up stories that you're stopping my live stream due to audio and video copyright infringement, makes me start thinking, well, are they thinking I'm playing music on my live stream that has not been cleared? and then they change their mind and call it hate speech, but they don't tell you exactly what it is that you said that is regarded as hate speech. How am I supposed to fix that? You know? So the option is to possibly, you know, not do it, you know, which is a shame, because I mean it gives free speech a kick in the kick up the arse. You know, free speech. I mean, free speech has been going down a crapper for years, but now it's really starting to hit home, where they're actually saying we will take your channel down if it persists. You know, I mean, don't get me. You know, I like doing the cookery thing, but I like doing both. You know, I like having a little bit of a new, you know, basically talking about what's happening on the news and being able to express my feelings, which there are very few outlets out there nowadays. You know, nothing in the papers you can do it, unless you've got your own TV show, and then, you know, who's got one of them, you know? You know, so thanks to YouTube, this was one of the last places where people like me could actually put their point across. And now that's gone. Thank you, YouTube. You know, so, you know, so the live streams will be stopping for a while, if they do come back. Unfortunately, I'll have to change the format. I'll have to make it more wholesome, I guess. I just don't know, you know. But wholesome isn't something I want to do. All right, I've got my cookery thing going on. If anybody wants to, you know, if you're not familiar, I do a cookery channel. I invent dishes. I show people how to cook it on the cheap and all that stuff. That's all good and well. Ugh. But I need it. But I like having this other outlet where I can talk freely. And if I can't, if they put a stop to that, with the threat of taking down your channel, which will be exciting for some people. I mean, there's some people out there who have actually written to me to tell me that they are reporting my channel specifically to get it taken off. You know, but I thought that YouTube had more guts than that, because sometimes they'll demonetize a video, other times they'll figure, no, Mark's in the right, and they'll leave it as it is. But I figured they had the guts to let people do what they want to do, as long as you're not calling for an action of you know, what they call hate speech and you know, inciting violence or inciting a crime. Which none of my speech has been doing that. You know, when I'm talking about the public flogging, I'm talking about what they should do to rioters. Talking about chain gangs, having them dig holes and fill up other holes. You know, basically dig holes is all I do, to work out their aggression so they're not up on the prison roof. It all makes sense to me. It's all, you know, how to restore law and order, not hate speech. Hate speech is when you call for an action, in my opinion. You know, if I was to say that certain things need to happen to certain people because they don't look like me, that would be, that, you know, that would be hate speech. I just don't know. You know, let me know what you think. As it stands, I mean, what do I know? YouTube have got millions of pounds. They don't need my channel, and they can basically threaten me and anybody else who they don't agree with. They can threaten us all they like, take us down. There's millions of other people who are willing to toe the line. You know, I just don't know. All right, so for what it's worth, purely because I've built up a fan base, it's sure as shit not because of the money. Thank you, YouTube. It's due to the fan base that I've, you know, I'll continue doing the food reviews, and if I can find what it is that YouTube don't like in particular, and I can correct it in some way, and then I can continue doing what I do on the live, I'll do that. But otherwise, the live streams, I'll just have to put a halt to that, which is a shame, because it was a, you know, I was getting a following on there as well. Anyway, look, I'm getting pissed off, so I'm going to go. All right. Well, thanks for listening, and thank you for sticking with the channel. If you want to stick with the channel, I'll still be, you know, I don't know, look, you know, it's just the live streams. But anyway, I just thought I'd let you know, for those who were watching the live stream, and apparently it just stopped, you know, You know, about an hour and a quarter in, and it's not even on. They've taken it down, so you can't even watch it for yourself to judge what was happening. You know, you just have to. If you're the lucky ones who happen to be watching it live, would have an understanding. But otherwise, you know, you're in the dark. You know, I have to tell you that this is what happened, and they took it down, and that's why. All right, well, I'll leave it there. 15.5 minutes, and thank you for watching, and alright, stay tuned for more cookery. Alright, thanks very much.